Before you begin, you may wish to find yourself a comfortable, safe space where you know you will not be interrupted, not be interrupted, not be interrupted, not be interrupted, not be interrupted. Everybody, and welcome to the Rebel Heart Tarot card reading. This is a very extra special one because it covers two topics. So firstly, we're going to look at 2023, which we are hurtling towards, or you may be watching this in 2023 thinking, what the heck is this year going to hold for us? So we're going to look at one card for the whole year. So if you're watching this, this is guidance for you to connect to whatever the energy of this year is for us as a collective. And when I say collective, the people who watch this video. And also we are going to pull a card for January, so we can start moving into the vibrations, because each month holds its own energy, as does each day and each week. But you can check in with me and Nikki on places like Instagram for more of that, or my Cosmic Sisterhood over on Patreon for lots more regular card pulling. But we've not pulled this card yet, so we don't know. So Nikki, hi.
Hello, love, you all right? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We're getting there.
Yeah, I know.
So what we'll do is, I'll tell you what, shall we? I'll pull a card and you pull a card for 2023, and we'll have them as like a mishmash kind of amalgamation of whatever it is 2023 is going to pull forward for us.
Okay.
Right. So this is, I've not looked yet, 2023 vibrations and energy and general feeling and mood. I have the Ace of Cups. And
I've got the Four of
Swords. How intriguing. So obviously, everyone, this is Rebel Heart Tarot. Particular deck is new. It's just come out. You can order it worldwide. Created by myself and Nikki, the artist up there. But yes, so Ace of Cups and the Four of Swords, they feel like easy going cards, and they're both like, it may be hard for people to see, but you have this person floating in a cup of emotional new beginnings and understandings and new starts, and then you have the Four of Swords, which is also about rest.
I'm trying to look for both of the cards so I can put, here we go. So I can put them up at the same time.
I mean, dare I say it, that 2023 maybe go a bit easier on us than recently.
God, we need it. Like, this year has been nuts. Yeah.
And actually, maybe other things in our lives will kind of settle to allow us and enable us to actually start to explore new ideas, explore new curiosities. I mean, with the cups, it's very much about love and relationships. So new friendships, new partnerships, new possibilities as they relate to our emotions and perhaps other people, but also new understandings of ourselves, perhaps self-love springing to the surface. I mean, those two cards just feel like we're going to really go easy and kind of know when to rest and take that rest and be gentle and not have to be efforting all the time.
Yeah, a little bit of time for ourselves, which we always put ourselves bottom of the heap, don't we? There's always something else that needs doing and somebody else that needs seeing too, or whatever. So actually the thought of being able to concentrate on maybe what we're wanting to do a little bit more and where we're trying to go would be really handy.
Yeah, so hopefully, you know, as a card for us as a collective, 2023 looks kind of blissful and a little bit, I mean, sometimes with the Four of Swords, it's like maybe our tolerance levels are going to drop. You know, sometimes we just go, but actually the Four of Swords comes up when we're a bit exhausted and we need to rest, and maybe we're a bit exhausted from the last few years that you know, collectively everybody's experienced so much trauma and difficulty and fear and you know, inability to do the things they want. And actually this is like, okay, now we get a year where we get to just hang out, prioritize ourselves, rest when it's needed, without, you know, going too far into kind of exhaustion. And the Ace of Cups is there as this sweet little reminder of, well, there's other things to explore that perhaps we have been unable to or have not allowed ourselves to do over the past few years.
Yeah, so there's been plenty of putting things to the bottom of the list, isn't it? Bottom of the pile whilst we'd get on with everything else. It's felt, the last few years have felt more knee-jerky, I suppose, responding to things quickly and kind of suddenly sweeping things aside because we've got to crack on with X, Y, Z, and it would be quite nice to be able to maybe plan and move forward on things rather than rushing.
Yeah. So I think I honestly, I kind of love those cards in terms of,
Yeah.
shall I have a quick whiz through the guidebook as well?
Yeah.
Just see what it says in there about those cards. So we've got I've got the Four of Swords. That's come to me first. The Four of Swords: recovery, rest, relaxation, health, and well-being. So perhaps a lot of putting our own well-being first. The Four of Swords is a reminder that rest and recuperation are really important. Our lives are busy and fraught with responsibility, so it can be difficult to put jobs and roles on hold while we just be. The Sloth, is the character in the card, relaxes with one sword to hand while all the others are placed to the side so that he might rest more fully. You're being called upon to take functional, scheduled, and real time out from the arduous matters of life for rest. If time and situations allow, a holiday or a break would be a wonderful solution to any current life stresses. Should you choose to ignore the needs of your well-being, resolving any problems that ensue will be harder. Take time out now to avoid future calamity and health tribulations. So we also have a prompt and an affirmation. So get your journal out and maybe have a little think about what these cards mean to you. So your prompt is, what responsibilities can I relinquish now to make some time for rest? What an epic card for a whole year.
Yeah.
Because we're good at resting maybe for a day when we absolutely have to.
Yeah, we're really bad at doing it on a long-term thing. Yeah.
And then affirmation: rest is my way of recharging and coming back stronger.
Yeah.
Unless, maybe this year, it's not that we're going to lay in bed all year or take a holiday the whole year, but perhaps just inserting meaningful rest frequently.
Time out, yeah.
Be the theme, a good theme. Okay, so the Ace of Cups, this is come along with that, is happiness, new love, romance, and fresh beginnings. The Ace of Cups is a delightful card that promises the fresh dynamic energy of love, emotional beginnings, and huge potential for happiness. As you follow your heart into new adventures, so you will be captivated by new experience and inner titillation. This happy-go-lucky card speaks to sweetness, light, love, and burgeoning emotional incidents. It may be that you fall in love, find a hobby to be passionate about, or undertake a new start that comes deeply from your heart. This creates a foundation of emotions to be luxuriated in and enjoyed. The early days of any new creation are set to be heavenly. There is innocence infused with passion, desire, and joy. This card is a seedling of devotion, tenderness, and stirring feeling. So again, with your journal, this is your prompt: where is my love springing forth? Who or what is the object of my attention and affections? And your affirmation: beneath all things, my love stirs, ready for tender connection.
That's really lovely.
I feel really just gorgeous kind of card. So I'm looking forward to
new beginnings.
I do feel like the last few years have just plowed us onwards, and into all kinds of personal evolution, some of which has been triggering and hard and like wading through mud. And that year just feels like it's nice.
A bit lighter. A bit like we all need a bit of lightness. Yeah, wading through treacle is how I would explain the last few years. It's kind of, there've been real highs, but real lows, and it has felt like it's been a case of just kind of marching forward without chance to kind of take stock as well of what we've done and how far we've all come and what we've kind of grown and what's blossomed out of stuff. There's been no time. It's been kind of like, oh, done, sort, move on. So actually taking the time to actually look back and maybe pat ourselves on the back at what has been achieved and spend time with family and friends, it would be really nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. If they feel really like little pearls of hopefulness. Okay, so let's take the January card. Should we do the same? Should we do one each?
Okay. Yeah.
So this is January 2023. It's the energies, the reflections that we might sit with throughout the month. There is a degree of prediction in there, that it may be that certain events will occur in your life that is really reflected by these cards. So let's see what they are.
I definitely need to spend a bit of time traveling so I can get better at this.
Hang out with me long enough, you'll be shuffling like a pro.
I keep watching the people going and it all blends. It's fab.
Okay, so I have the Hanged Man and you have the Five of Cups. Okay, so shall I give a quick overview? So I think the Hanged Man is we're not there yet. There's still a bit of hanging around, waiting, pausing, kind of, there's an energy within her that wants to get going, wants to get moving, but she just can't quite yet. So there may be situations that are slightly stifling our path forward, but there is also a lot of power in just giving over, surrendering, being in this present moment. So think about how you can kind of engage with where you already are, without trying to push forward too fast, because you ain't quite ready yet. The circumstances aren't quite ripe enough, but the circumstances are ripe for that self-exploration and planning, plotting, healing, growing, going easy, and building up, ready for movement forward. And so then with the Five of Cups, we have, perhaps there's a frustration there. So the Hanged Man, we're not able to move forward as much as we'd like to. So the Five of Cups kind of has us in that place of feeling a bit sorry for ourselves, focusing on the negative, focusing on what we can't do rather than what we can. But with that card, as you beautifully designed, Niki, there's all that tea and toast and kindness is coming our way, and beautiful blessings within our lives that we can choose to engage with, and kind of lift ourselves out of, lifting ourselves out of the doldrums, really.
Which January can really feel like that. It can feel like a really heavy month, can't it, where you just kind of, the twinkles and sparkles of the holiday season kind of, everything gets packed away, the weather's cold, it's dark nights, it can be quite a brutal month. It would probably be quite easy to sit in that space, but actually it's that thing, isn't it, that I've learned from you with this card, is that looking outside of yourself, looking at your community, looking at your family, your friends, the people that can support you, and seeing who you have around you to be with, and lift you out of that self-pitying moment.
Yeah, and maybe these two cards, looking at the 2023 cards that we had, of kind of new beginnings and rest, perhaps we're beginning to start to understand them as we move into January. So the Hanged Man there is the degree of rest there, in that you can't plow forward. And the Five of Cups is accepting what is already here, and honoring it, and those people that you speak about, the community and connection. So maybe we're beginning to like ease into that kind of the energy of the year, which is what's sweet, what's innocent, what's here, what's nice, what's, and it's hard to perhaps let go of some of those other bigger thoughts and feelings that we feel like we need to be pursuing. But perhaps January, like you say, is a dark month. It can be a difficult month, but perhaps it will be good grounding for the rest of the year too.
And also about taking the time to, in that Hanged Man space where you just kind of hunker down. I know I talk about food a lot, but it's that kind of thing of the big pots of food, the family and friends are sitting around having laughs and just kind of connecting, but not rushing off to world domination in January. Just maybe do the journaling, maybe do a bit of plotting and planning, taking the time to connect with people, and just not rush.
Go easy, explore what's here, explore the inner world. And if you find yourself tipping over into the doldrums, the miseries, the self-sorry, the stuff from the past as well, that can be quite traumatizing and triggering, coming back to the surface, it's not really present, but it's still bothering you, then it's that reaching for the blessings, reaching for the gratitude, which is cliche and hard work when you're not in the mood, but will serve you. And the Hanged Man is allowing us to really get some of that stuff to the surface and begin to cleanse it and sit away and ready for whatever comes next month. So speaking of next month, we will release another video for February, towards the end of January, so you can start to plot and plan your next month. Do give us a follow here on Rebel Heart Tarot Talk. We're going to be doing lots of interviews. There's already quite a lot of content up that you can watch, interviews with people who starred within these cards, me and Niki talking about tarot and the kind of magic that brought us together and brought these cards together. So give us a follow. Please do comment if these cards for 2023 in January feel really appropriate to you. I'd love to hear about that in the comments below. And otherwise, we'll see you around.
Let us know if you buy the cards as well. Take photos, tag us, let us know so we can share it, and let us know what you think about them.
Yes, because they're brand new still, and just going out into the world. They're particularly brand new if you're in the US,
Yeah.
where they weren't released until the 27th of December. So love to see those shots from over the other side of the Atlantic. All right then, lovies. Thank you.
Bye.